all my EDS lovies out there. I am on my second annual Pilates retreat in the south of Spain, and today is actually gorgeous. The winds are a little bit high, so my hair is going to be all over the place. But I thought I would do a little EDS video because you all have been so sweet and kind and saying how much the videos are actually helping and making you feel better. So I thought we could do a little shoulder stabilization because we have this perfect backdrop and the giant palm tree behind me. So I thought a little bit of shoulder stabilization might be a good video, and then also maybe a little bit of back extension. I know everybody hates back extension, but usually when you have EDS, you usually have some kind of lower back pain or a lot of SI joint instability. That would be me. So these always feel really good, and the stronger that you can get your lumbar spine and your core, the less pain you will actually be living with. So I thought just a couple of these exercises would be great. So we're gonna start on all fours. We're kind of gonna go into a modified plank. So I know a lot of EDS people have a hard time with shoulders and wrists. So the key is to, if it's too much on your wrist, you can come down and go on your elbows, but it's all about alignment. So if you're on your forearms, get yourself situated. You gotta get your elbow underneath the shoulder. So everyone tends to kind of scrunch up or they sink down into everything. So you gotta really get into your core to hold that stabilization. And it's not gonna feel like a lot of work, but it doesn't need, you don't need a lot, and you don't have to push it to actually get your muscles to strengthen and to start to release the pain. So you can stay here and we're just gonna hold it. I'm already starting to shake. If you wanna work harder and you're okay in your shoulders and your wrists, then you can stay up on your forearms. Just watch the hyperextension. Like you can probably see my elbows do it really bad. So I have to really focus on drawing my lats down. And if you don't know where your lat is, it's that big muscle that kind of pulls your shoulders down away from your ears. They usually are pretty weak, so it might take you a while to work up to this, but we're just gonna hold it. So focusing on lengthening the collarbone across the chest, keeping the abs in tight, and just stabilizing the shoulders down the back. So all it takes is just a draw down versus the scrunching up. And then you're just gonna push back. So right there was a lot. My arms started fatiguing pretty quick. So don't feel like you have to hold it the whole time. So if you can go 2 seconds, you work on 2 seconds for a couple days, a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, until you feel like you're getting a little bit stronger, and then you go 3 seconds. And sometimes it takes a lot of work and it's a lot of time and it's frustrating and you want to give up. But believe me, I've been there, lots and lots of pain, and Pilates was the only thing that actually made me feel better. So sometimes you just have to take it slow, and I've been doing this for 15 years. So don't judge by me, but there is, you know, if you keep a practice and a lifestyle, you can make things a little bit better. Just don't push yourself. Everybody should know their limitations. So again, coming back up, and you're just gonna hold it. And you want to work on focusing on deepening your abs. So remember, when you sink down, it goes right into your lower back. So you got to make yourself long. And then again, push back. So again, we're not doing a ton of movement. If reaching out to you gets too much, you can always tuck your hands back if it's too much on that pull, that shoulder. And then we're going to come back up one more time. Just make sure you're set and you have that alignment each time. So we're not doing a lot of movement, but you're stabilizing. And I was just hyperextending. So you got to make sure that you keep them soft. We're just doing some stabilizing, which makes the muscle have to stabilize. It's working, and you don't really have to do a ton of lift with weights. All right, go back into child's pose and reach. All right, some more shoulder stabilization. Make sure the wrists start underneath the shoulders. You make sure you have a good hard surface too. This grass is probably not the greatest place, but it's beautiful. So keep your wrist strong. Again, if you have to come down on your forearms, you can do the same thing. You're just gonna take your leg out, level through your spine, and you're just gonna lift and lower. So you don't wanna toss your leg so that it goes into your lower back. You wanna focus on drawing the lat down and keeping the core tight. So stay engaged from your rib cage to your hip. Lats down the back. You should feel your triceps too. Squeeze to left. One more. All right, you bring that right leg in. Left one comes out. Squeeze to lift. One more. All right, you bring that right leg in. Left one comes out. Squeeze to lift. Left one comes out. use your abs. Again, keep telling yourself as you get tired, you start to shrink. Keep elongating. Keep drawing those lats down. If you think of holding a lemon or something underneath your armpit, you should be able to hold it the whole time. See you, one more. Good, one. All right, we're just gonna come off the wrist for a second. You can reach it back and open up. So if you're tight in your upper chest muscles, this should feel good. Okay, we're gonna come back down. We're just gonna do a little cat and cow. If, again, it's too much on the wrist, you can always go up on fist so it keeps the wrist strong, and just round up into that cat stretch. Just to get a little release to that upper back, because we just used those lats pretty good. Squeeze to pull up, and roll it back through. Good, one more. Inhale, scoop. Exhale, as you sit. All right, we're gonna come down on your bellies. So we're going into back extension. To keep the lower back protected, your transverse muscle, which is your pelvic floor, connects to your lumbar spine, which is where your SI joint is. You have to really kind of think of tilting your pelvis forward. So if you think of kind of pushing your pubic bone into the mat, it'll help you keep your hip bones pushing forward to keep your core tight. So we're just going into basic extension. So this is something you should do every day. And again, you don't have to do 10 reps. 10 is always the magic number in Pilates, but if you can do 5 and it feels good and number 6 doesn't feel good, then you stop at 5. So take your inhale and reach. And if you can only do 1 and it's a good one and it makes you feel a little bit better, then work on 1 and keep building up. Again, remember, it's all about you and what feels good. And if it doesn't feel good, then you just skip it. Don't try to push yourself to do stuff that doesn't feel good. So abs and tight. Remember, keeping the core tight keeps that lower back protected, and you can get into that extension. So you kind of should think of the crown of your head is reaching away and your toes are reaching the other way. So you kind of want to think of someone pulling you in 2 separate ways. Okay, one more. Keep your abs in really tight. Keep tilting your pelvis forward. All right, we're going to bring your hands in. Rest your head on top of your hands. So everyone tends to shrug up on this one. Again, you have to tell yourself to draw your shoulder blades down every time you start to rotate. Right, so the rotation is coming from your waist. So I'll show you the real way and then what most people try to do. So you're gonna kind of peek up, like you're playing peekaboo, underneath your elbow, and then you're gonna alternate side. So the rotation from the waistline, so just here is doing the work. If you do it wrong, you kind of end up opening up and lifting, and it goes right into your lower back. So squeeze as you rotate. Kind of think of just tucking up and looking under the elbow. This is opening, and you get a little rotation. You're not going to be able to go far. Exhale, rotate. Abs in tight. Keep pushing the pubic bone and the hip bones forward to the mat. Exhale, rotate. Back to center one more time. This side. All right, push back. Child's pose. Release your lower back for a second. And we're gonna come back down and just do a little sphinx. So you're not gonna go up into full cobra. Just keep it low for this because you're not totally warmed up. It's just a little video just to start to find some movement. So elbows are tucked in really close. Head's gonna come up first and into that extension. So not very far. Find your control back to the mat. So again, when you lift, try not to shrug and get into your neck. You wanna push through your elbows to get that length from the crown of your head. And back down. So inhale to lift, exhale, reach. One more. Inhale, lift and extend. And then all the way back to the mat. All right, push it all the way back again. Keep your core in. Reaching back on those heels as deep as you can. Again, if you want to pull your arms back, if it's too much on the shoulder, pull them back. You should start to feel that opening of the sacrum. So this is always good too if you're really tight or in pain to try to get that space between the SI joint is just sitting back on your heels. Just try to get some space through the spine. All right, coming back up. You can sit cross-legged or just sit. in mermaid if you're comfortable feeling that way. You know, sometimes a lot on the hip or the knee. So, and then you can just sit cross-legged. We're just gonna take a breath in. Deep breath in, close your eyes if you want, keep them open if you've got good scenery. Exhale as you blow it out. Good inhale and exhale. Good, one more. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale as you blow it out. Thanks for joining us in the south of Spain. If this is something that you really feel is helping you, you can keep watching my YouTube channel, but I also have a membership. It's on kellyrobertswellness.net that you can subscribe to monthly or the yearly version of it, and you get your access to videos. So it's not all EDS, but it is all that has modifications, so you can kind of build up to it if you feel like you're ready and that's something you want. And you have me as your guide too. So thanks for joining us. We'll see you soon. Adios.